Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.2's features have just been revealed. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you all so much for the support. Cannot do this without you guys. So with the latest roadmap update, which I will cover in more detail later on, Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.2 has had its current expected features revealed. So today I would like to run through what this new patch has to offer, likely the patch set to release during CitizenCon, so around the 10th of October. So not far off. Now first up, as we heard recently, 4.3.2 will bring with it a new event, and this time it is continuing on with the Fight for Pyro storyline, in which we can choose to either help and fight for the Headhunters, the CFD or the Civilian Defense Force, or the Frontier Fighters. Now I am very happy to see narrative taking us back to Pyro, and hopefully we actually get to push and influence which group has the main authority in Pyro, as this is what we were told these group story arcs will ultimately decide. And with Hurston reigning supreme in Stanton from the resource drive, that could have been a bit of a test bed to get this kind of tech working for the Fight for Pyro storyline, where the more people that help one group will give them more power and control in the system. Personally, I'm for the CDF, but that is just my choice. Now, of course, we actually have no idea what this mission will involve. Will it be continuing on with the Regen Crisis storyline, or will it purely be about dominance and fortifying each group's grip on the Pyro system, while simultaneously sabotaging the opposing groups as we go? We will see, but I'm excited to head back there. Now next up, Wikolo has some new ship offerings coming in 4.3.2, being the A2 Hercules, the Ares Starfighters, both of them, and the Prowler utility, each with their upgraded components and unique liveries. Now talking of ships, I'm hoping and expecting them to put the sort of newer released ships in ship shops in-game for credits, as they did say they will be much more prompt with making these vehicles available in-game and not just for either real-life money or from Wikolo, rather than leaving them for months on end. We also have a new ship weapon refactor, being the Klaus and Werner laser repeaters, probably one of the most common ship weapons that there are. And just like we saw with the previous ship weapon refactor in 4.3, this will just be bringing them up to the new standard, which I've always liked the Klaus and Werner style, that green matte colour, but it is nice to see them get updated. However, I have no idea what they will look like, as we don't have an image of it yet. Now, there is another new armor edition coming in 4.3.2, and this is the Heavy Battletech armor, which I really like the look of. Does feel quite heavy and protective. I'm also really excited to see what they do with these kinds of helmet types, the ones that don't have traditional glass visors, as when the physical helmets and new FPS radars and scanners come along, these will have computer boot up and shut down sequences that I think will look very cool, kind of Iron Man-esque. Also, I don't want to hark on about Starware each time we get a new set of armor, but I'm going to anyway. I want it. I want each armor to mean something, to be potentially worth collecting for whatever use they're designed for, and also having their trade-offs. Hopefully it's a this year thing, but who knows. Now, there are also two new hairstyles coming in 4.3.2. Now, as much as hairstyles are nothing to really rave about, with each patch bringing more and more and more and more, eventually there will be a huge array of different hairstyles to choose from, which will just make the character customizer and range of people that we get to meet in the verse feel so much more interesting. So as much as they're not exciting features, I am grateful to see more hairstyles coming in, more customization coming in, even if I'm not fond of using any of them. Now, the last two features that are set to release for 4.3.2 are the same two that have pretty much been pushed back from patch to patch over the recent patches that we've had, with the first of them being the AI FPS Turrets, which are anti-personnel turrets that we will need to either avoid or destroy, providing additional PvE challenges. Now, who knows whether 4.3.2 will be the patch to bring these in, but they should add a nice facet to the current locations and missions to make them more interesting when they do eventually come in. And then the final feature is the mission pickup on location, which is the second edition that has slipped quite a few times now. And for this one, I'm actually dying to see what it'll involve, as this enables missions to be made available when you are either on approach to a location or you have already entered the location. Now, I really hope that this kind of opens up the potential for a whole host of new mission types. Nothing necessarily major or extravagant, just more along the lines of side quests, like recover this or grab this while you're there. Those sorts of easy, quick missions that you can just pick up and earn some creds or rewards for. So much potential with this one feature, but until they tell us what these missions will be, I really don't want to guess. But there you go, that is currently what Star Citizen Alpha 432 is set to bring at this time. This is, I think, intended to be the CitizenCon patch, so I certainly expect to see more things get added, especially ships and vehicles, as I'm sure they have a lot to release around CitizenCon. But of course, they will also continue to carry on fixing the bugs where they can, improve quality of life, keep pushing for that playability and stability. I don't expect this patch to be the Vulcan update patch. I think the next time we will see any form of large back-end game code change will be more of a bigger patch like 4.4 that's set for November. But from what I understand, they are still trying to set up a tech preview to test the latest Vulcan updates, getting those blockers sorted so that they can get it out to us on that channel. Anyway, with that said, if you are interested in picking up GameGlass, I can get you 15% off any lifetime pass or 10% off an annual or monthly pass. It is also free to use, and if you have a tablet or your phone and you would like to convert it into your ship's dashboard, I highly suggest giving it a go. It is such a cool app, and using my link to get any of those deals will also directly support my channel, providing me with a direct kickback. So thank you so much in advance, and to those who have done so already, it is very much appreciated. If you do enjoy my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also, come and hang out over on my live streams. I will be live later today, and you can watch me here on YouTube or over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. The choice is yours. And if you are brand new to the game, come and ask your questions. It is a great place to hang out and learn more about what Star Citizen is. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favor, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.